what is the Presidential's Economic Advisory Council's role during this sort of period, and what kind of sort of game plan has been sort of thought through? I mean, if you can maybe boil it down to maybe 3-5 key sort of things that you are advising need to be in place as we start emerging from COVID-19 and try to get the economy back to working again.
It's been a really interesting experience. When I was appointed, along with I think 17 other people, to the council in October last year, I didn't think it was. I thought it was going to be really fun. We'd meet the president. We'd write a few papers. We've been really busy. So we've been working on a number of areas. But if you want to talk about the three that I think are the most critical that we've been working on is, firstly, finance. How to finance the cost of the health crisis, and how to finance the rebuilding of the economy. So those areas of public finance in particular, and it's very much the fiscus rather than the monetary authorities that are going to have to play the biggest role. There's been really good work on and really good conversations about. The last seminar we had was a seminar about macroeconomics, which included one of the questions that you asked, Russell, about quantitative easing, for example. And we have I think most of the people on the panel had a similar point of view to Iraj's in the discussion. The second area is the area of the phase down. So a lot of the conversation that's been happening in the President's Economic Advisory Council has been how to organize the phase down. So one of UCT's top economists, Haroon Borat, has developed, for example, a way to analyze which workers are the most important and which workers are most easily able to go back to work. He's done, he's tried to classify the labor force into different parts of the labor force in relation to the phasing down of a lockdown situation. So that's the second area. And the third area is the area that Iraj has been talking about. It's what happens afterwards. Where should we be focusing on how to rebuild the economy so that we're able to grow again and grow sufficiently to be able to reduce levels of poverty and unemployment, and also to pay back our debt. So there's a lot of focus there on innovation, new industries, reorganizing the network industries, transport, water, energy. The regulatory environment in those sectors has to change quite considerably, as well as the investment environment, and sectoral strategies that might support the sunrise industries going forward. And there's some industries which are weak at the moment, which may recover somewhat, and we'll have to focus on them too. The whole issue of the informal sector is absolutely critical, and we've spent a lot of time trying to think, how do you provide relief in the informal sector, and trying to engage with government about those issues as well. But I think those three areas are the big three: finance, the phase down, and how to rebuild.